Well, hello there, and welcome to A Song for Yesterday, looking back at another classic UK Eurovision national final. Now, as I upload this video, it's 50 years since one of the greatest ever UK finals, A Song for Europe 1976. And what a show we were promised. A big contest live from the Royal Albert Hall, produced by BBC light entertainment tyrant Stuart Morris. They even got that week's prestigious Radio Times front cover, an honour no UK final has ever had since. And so at 7:30pm on Wednesday the 25th of February, the show began with the Te Deum and our first glimpse at the huge stage before meeting our compere for the evening, and it's not Terry Wogan, but rather the effortlessly smooth Michael Aspel, who was the voice of the UK jury several times in the late 60s, usually with his tongue very firmly in cheek.
I'm calling United Kingdom. Good night, London. No, good evening, London.
Good morning, Luxembourg.
Good morning.
Easy, London.
But back to 1976, and it's time for the first song, and it comes from a familiar name, Coco singing Wake Up.
Wake up, shout, shout, call out to me. Wake up, shout, shout.
Coco are better known in Eurovision circles for their 1978 entry, but to be honest, this is even better. Wake Up is a great song, full of drama with a catchy chorus. And Coco look a lot better here too. No clown makeup, thank heavens, although I'm not sure about Cheryl Baker's martial arts outfit. Overall, this was a very strong start to the show. Song number 2 was Do You Believe in Love at First Sight by Polly Brown. We're a long way from puppets and jack-in-the-boxes here, aren't we? This is a contemporary song and Polly certainly has a soulful voice for it. I bet Clodagh Rogers and Olivia Newton-John were green with envy, wishing they had entries like this in their Song for Europe's. Song number 3 was Save Your Kisses for Me by the Brotherhood of Man.
Your kisses for me, save all your kisses for me. Bye-bye, baby, bye-bye.
Well, here we are, the first ever TV performance of a stone cold classic. And it's all here, right from the start. The cute dance routine, Martin Lee's charming vocals, and that chorus that's so catchy it has its own R number. It looks as if they've already been performing it forever, and indeed, they would go on to perform it happily ever after. Most telling is the audience reaction. The crowd in the Royal Albert Hall roar their approval for this, giving it the biggest hand of the night. And with that, a legend was born.
If I doubt you.
Having to follow all that was song number 4, Couldn't Live Without You by Hazel Dean. This is an unexpected turn for everyone involved. We normally think of Hazel Dean in her 80s pomp, and songwriter Paul Curtis is best known for his many up-tempo songs for Europe. But this ballad is gorgeous. It's hard to believe Hazel's so young when you hear vocals like these, and perhaps the only thing she's missing is the experience to look at the camera rather than the audience in the hall. I can forgive that though, when everything else is so good, and the big finish to this song is a real moment.
Couldn't live without you for a day.
Song 5 was A Love for All Seasons by Champagne. But first, look at this nice bit of TV direction. Watch how Michael Aspel's spotlight goes down at exactly the moment he's out of shot. Stuart Morris was a genius.
And when the autumn turned the leaves to gold, your hand in mine still there for me to hold. Yes, I'll keep you warm when sun starts to fall. With a love for all seasons, baby, yours and mine.
Late 70s UK finals had a lot of dramatic songs like this. Indeed, it's not only the music that's dramatic, the lady on the left's dress is fairly risque, not to say risky. One false move and we're all in trouble. A Love for All Seasons is another catchy song, but it loses points with me because lyrically, the second verse is a straight repeat of the first, and that always irritates me. Interestingly, there is a studio version of this on YouTube which does have a different second verse. I'm not sure it scans though. Oh look, there's Alan Ainsworth and the orchestra. And there's Frank Ifield, about to sing song number 6, Ain't Gonna Take No for an Answer.
I ain't gonna take no for an answer, 'cause no ain't no answer at all. I'm not gonna give you up, ain't never gonna stop, 'cause baby I know, couldn't think of letting you go. Oh, ain't gonna take no for an answer, 'cause no ain't no answer at all.
Frank Ifield goes disco. Well, at least he tries to. This is a bit old-fashioned, it must be said, more cabaret than pop charts, but I'm not going to be too hard on it because Frank Ifield is such a good singer. But why is a vocalist of his talent not crooning a romantic Matt Monro-style ballad? Mind you, why didn't Matt Monro sing a Matt Monro-style ballad when he did a song for Europe? I don't know, sometimes the universe just isn't fair.
Marry me, I promise you. Ain't gonna take no for an answer.
The seventh song was Maria by Sunshine, and is a sweet introduction to this song.
Tonight because Eva McQueen, whose husband Rod wrote the song, has been in hospital in Inverness expecting their first baby. Just heard the news an hour or so ago. It's a boy. That takes care of Maria. Too late to change the title to Bert. So Rod McQueen
That wee baby's 50 now. If you're watching this, sir, happy birthday.
and Maria.
Maria, Maria, you know when I see you, you know you're the one that I love. Oh, it's easy to see that Maria and me were just meant to be. Maria, Maria, you're making it clear, you're making it plain that you care. So why have you been gonna say that I will gonna marry me? Why not come over, let me show.
Our proud new dad, Rod McQueen, sings his part of the song in a shocking yellow suit and a Scottish accent that sounds just like Ian Cranky. The titular Maria is actually Jean Rooker, who was of course one of the Ladybirds, who backed Cliff Richard in '68 and worked on Top of the Pops for many years. The song starts off at full pelt, but it doesn't really go anywhere after that, and they repeat that chorus so often that even the singers sound sick of it by the end. Sorry, but it's a long 3 minutes. Song 8 was Love's a Carousel by Tammy Jones.
Love's a carousel that spins around, I'm going down, I think it's over. Then you smile at me and it's so easy to believe I've won you over. Must I be the clown that make you laugh when all the time inside I'm crying?
Tammy was a sort of brunette Welsh answer to Cilla Black, and Love's a Carousel is another pretty ballad with a great orchestral arrangement, lovely vocals, and a big finish. And that high camera shot makes the most of the Royal Albert Hall as a venue. Song 9 was Going to the Movies by Joey Valentine.
We're all going to the
Joey's a sort of one-man Bay City Rollers tribute, right down to his tartan jacket. It's a fun song, perhaps nothing special, but the vocals let it down a little. Joey isn't comfortable with the low notes in the verses. According to the Radio Times, he'd also had trouble with his trousers during the rehearsals. You could forgive him for being nervous after that, couldn't you?
Now we've even the score.
Song 10 was Love, Kiss and Run by Sweet Dreams.
Oh, love, kiss and run. You're taking my heart, now you're gone. How can I carry on? Love, kiss and run, run. Love, kiss and run, run. Love, kiss and run.
Not that Sweet Dreams, of course. Well, actually not, of course, because there is a link here. Sweet Dreams was a favourite name of songwriter Ron Roker, and he used it for various different lineups, including Tony Jackson and Polly Brown here. Polly's back from song number 2, you'll notice. He also used it later for Bobby, Carrie and Helen in '83. You could argue that they are the same band but with a different lineup, if you could be bothered. This is a great song as well. It's another slice of disco fun, and Polly and Tony's voices work well together. They have a look of Wes and Dori Getzi about them, but I dare say no one in the UK remembered them. Like Coco, Tony would be back 2 years later as a member of Runners Up Midnight. Song 11 was Take the Money and Run by Louisa Jane White.
Take the money and run. Take the money and run, run, run. Well, if you don't love me, take the money and run. Take the money and run. Take the money and run, run, run. Well, if you don't love me, take the money and run. You're a fine-looking daddy, and I can treat you good.
That's quite an opening, isn't it? This is another one that you can't imagine in a previous Song for Europe final. Louisa Jane White is terrific here, and she sells it for all it's worth. That's a reference to her vocals, by the way, not to the subject of the song. It's probably a bit left field for Eurovision, but it is a great addition to this lineup.
Take the money and run, run, run.
Was it just a
The final song was Queen of the Mardi Gras by Tony Christie.
loving all the time? She said, I'll see you tonight at the Mardi Gras. I'll meet you at the carousel at 8. She said, I'll be there tonight at the Mardi Gras. I waited there till it was getting late.
I'm telling you now, I won't have a word said against this. Tony Christie is such a great vocalist, the song is so catchy, and the swaying backing singers are great fun too, especially when they nearly trip each other up during the big walk down at the end. And watch out for Lavinia Rogers among them. Remember, good looks live up to their name. This is not the most original song of the evening, and it would have sat happily in any of the early 70s UK finals, but it's just so much fun. After the songs, on to the interval, and these are the dancers and singers of Ipi Tombi, a South African musical then showing in the West End, which featured stylised versions of various African musical styles. And it's a great bit of TV, colourful, dynamic, well directed, and such a contrast to the contest entries. After the dancers cleared the stage, Michael Aspel was back to call in the 14 BBC regional juries. The spokesmen don't appear in Vision this year, in fact they don't even get named, but you can easily identify favourites like Michael Bagley in Belfast, Ewan Thomas in Cardiff, Mike Neville in Newcastle, and future Tomorrow's World presenter Peter McCann in Southampton.
Ready to come through with their votes, the lights will start flashing. You see we have from Aberdeen.
The voting was close and exciting. In the early stages, Wake Up was in the lead, with Save Your Kisses for Me as the major threat to Coco.
It's Bristol.
Right, well, Wake Up tops our list in more ways than one with 12 points.
12 points for Wake Up. Save Your Kisses for Me, 12 points. 12 points for Save Your Kisses.
The audience in the hall were firmly behind Brotherhood of Man, and they cheered loudly every time they got a good vote.
Song number 3, Save Your Kisses for Me, 12 votes.
12 votes for Save Your Kisses for Me.
At the halfway point, though, suddenly, Queen of the Mardi Gras came into contention.
And Queen of the Mardi Gras, bottom of our list, but top of the voting here in Manchester with 12 votes.
12.
Queen of the Mardi Gras went overboard for Tony Christie. We did 12 points.
And 12 for Queen.
Like Manchester and Belfast, we give Queen of the Mardi Gras, Ian Teg Diovarker, 12 points.
And 12 for Queen of the Mardi Gras. Glasgow. Thank you very much, Glasgow.
But right at the top, it remained as close as could be.
As well. It still remains a draw, though. Wake Up has 122, and so does Save Your Kisses for Me. All right, slightly...
And so it all came down to the final vote from the London jury, read by Ray Moore.
Yeah, OK, Wake Up. We gave 11 points.
11 to Wake Up.
Save Your Kisses for Me, 10 points.
Absolute jubilation in the hall as Brotherhood of Man took the title and the tickets to The Hague. Coco were just 2 points behind, while Tony Christie was third and Sweet Dreams fourth. Poor Frank Ifield was last by some way.
And there's our song for Europe. Song number 3, The Brotherhood of Man and Save Your Kisses for Me. Sheridan and Martin Lee.
Co-composer Tony Hiller, who'd been sitting beside Paul Curtis in the audience, made his way up on stage to receive his prize from the controller of BBC One, Brian Cowgill. Prizes were also given to Lee Sheridan and Martin Lee and the other members of Brotherhood of Man before they sang the winning song one more time.
Kisses for me, save all your kisses for me. So long, honey, so long.
It soon turned out that Save Your Kisses for Me was as popular with the general public as it was with the audience at the Royal Albert Hall. It became the first UK Eurovision entry to go to number 1 in the charts since Congratulations, and it arrived in The Hague as the bookies' favourite. On Eurovision night, 23 million UK viewers were watching as Brotherhood of Man gave another faultless performance of what was now a major international hit.
Thinking of you in most everything I do.
And when it came to the voting, it all turned out to be worthwhile.
Royaume-Uni, 12 points.
Royaume-Uni, 12 points.
United Kingdom, 12 points.
United Kingdom, 12 points.
Royaume-Uni, 12 points.
Royaume-Uni, 12 points.
United Kingdom, 12 points.
United Kingdom, 12 points.
Royaume-Uni, 12 points.
United Kingdom, 12 points.
United Kingdom, 12 points. Royaume-Uni, 12 points.
United Kingdom, 12 points.
United Kingdom, 12 points. Royaume-Uni.
Just like their battle with Coco at A Song for Europe, so Brotherhood of Man had to overcome a stiff challenge from France's Catherine Ferry to take the Eurovision title. Apparently BBC One were so delighted by the victory that they played the winning performance again that night at Closedown, just before the national anthem. Save Your Kisses for Me went on to hold the Eurovision points record for the next 10 years. It still holds a record for the highest average mark by jury. It went on to be a number 1 hit across Europe. It entered the US charts, won an Ivor Novello Award, became the UK's biggest selling song of the year, and is still the highest selling Eurovision winner of all time. And it all came from A Song for Europe. And you know what? I wonder if Wake Up or even Queen of the Mardi Gras might have won the contest too. But before we finish, how would I have voted? Well, let me open up the pages of the Radio Times to cast my votes on the handy printed scoreboard. Song 1, Wake Up, 10 points. Would it have won Eurovision that year? I wonder. It might have done, you know. Song 2, Do You Believe in Love at First Sight? 2 points. I admire this, but it's not my sort of thing. Sorry, Polly, but I'll make it up to you later. Song 3, Save Your Kisses for Me, 12 points. You can't look past this one, it's a legend. Song 4, Couldn't Live Without You, 8 points to the lovely Hazel Dean. Song 5, A Love for All Seasons, 6 points. Song 6, Ain't Gonna Take No for an Answer, 4 points, but they're all for Frank, not the song. Song 7, Maria, legend has it that they're destined to keep singing that chorus over and over again until the end of time, 3 points from me. Song 8, Love's a Carousel, 7 points, or as the Cardiff jury might say, South Point. Song 9, Going to the Movies, 5 points. I'm surprised at myself for marking that one so highly, but there you go. Song 10, Love, Kiss and Run, 9 points. There, I told you I'd make it up to Polly Brown. Song 11, Take the Money and Run, 1 point. It's different, I'm glad it's part of the lineup, but it's not for me. And Song 12, Queen of the Mardi Gras, so close to being my winner, 11 points. There we go, another triumph for the Brotherhood of Man. Anyway, that's it from me, and a song for yesterday, 1976. Now, I'm going to walk out the door, but I'll soon be back for more. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.